Amplification volume 0%.
Good afternoon, and welcome to More Than Meets the Eye. I'm your host, Blind Prime, and for today we will be talking about the least favorite Transformer that I own. The one Transformer that I own that I go, I wish I didn't own this. I wish I could go back in time and tell myself, don't buy that one. That's what this figure is today. And what figure are we talking about? Why, we're talking about the Transformers Generations War for Cybertron Walmart exclusive Netflix Earthrise Alita-1. Here she is in all of her terrible, terrible, terrible glory. Look at that. Look at this girl. Yeah. We're going to talk about her in depth today because, well, I haven't ever talked about her. I've always had some more Transformers to talk about that were much better than her, and I wanted to spend the time and energy covering things that I actually enjoyed and thought were really cool. But with the previous HasLab that I did, and the fact that we're doing the Transformers and little slump in the product right now, I figured it's the perfect time for me to get this girl out of storage and actually talk to you about her today and explain to you why I personally think, this is the worst Transformer that I own. I mean, I'm probably going to come across worse Transformers in the future, but at the moment, this one takes the cake. And why does it take the cake? Well, I'll explain that. And for one thing, one of the reasons it takes the cake is this girl is a ShellFormer. What is a ShellFormer, you might ask? Well, a ShellFormer isn't like a shelf warmer. I know, they need to make a Dr. Seuss book about ShellFormers and ShellFormers. But a ShellFormer is a Transformer that kind of curls down into a ball. You just kind of crump everything up on the body to make it as small as possible. And then you put a shell over it and go, it transformed. Isn't that neat? And that's not how Transformers do. That's not how they do it all. They do not do that way. They transform. As much as I yell and complain about this Earthrise Bumblebee, I absolutely love this Transformer, at least when it comes to his transformation. I enjoyed this transformation. I enjoyed that this is a transformation. Even if it was, $20 for something that's 4 inches tall, but it's still in scale, so it was cool. It still transforms. This entire guy transforms. You got car kibble all over the place. His chest is some car kibble. This guy transforms. He's pretty cool. Alita-1 here doesn't transform. I mean, they tell you she transforms, but her transformation is crap. So let's get her off her little the rest of her car mode, which is known as her sled. Which that was just hey, let's just give them the ability to take the entire car mode off the back of her and make it into a sled. I mean, this is a pretender more than a Transformer. We'll just be straight with that one. So, let's talk about this figure. And if you're wondering what a shelf warmer is, if you're not aware of those are Transformers that, or just toys in general that nobody buys, and it just sits on the shelf. This Alita-1 here was a shelf warmer and a ShellFormer. Just FYI. She was on there for a while. I only bought her because I wanted a female Transformer. And I was like, I'll get a female Transformer. This would be cool. It wasn't cool at all. I mean, if she feels alright, but honestly, it's not worth it. What in the... She just doesn't make any sense. So, let's talk about her. We'll do the normal thing that we do on this channel. And we'll go joints, and then, we'll go sculpting, and then we'll just, bitch and moan. So let's see. Joints-wise, she's got a single joint in the elbow that pulls a more than a 90. Wow, that pulls, what is that, like 125? Yeah, maybe. It gets 115. I give it 115 degree bend. That's pretty nice. And the other arm does the same thing. The shoulders do go all around and all over the place. But because of her crazy huge backpack that she has, these shoulders really can't do much. Like, you could try and lower the backpack down more, but that doesn't really do anything for the shoulders. The shoulders are still going to get caught up in this giant car kibble on her back. Like, you could have put the wheel parts actually on her arms instead of her arms being super skinny, because for some reason Um, Women characters need to be thin as rails instead of being blocky robots that you would think that there would be if all the male robots are blocky and not male Adonises according to human sculpture, but the female robots are not. Why does she have breasts? That's weird. Um, she's So let's see. We've got. I guess that was so you could figure out she's a female, even though all the thinness and stuff didn't just give it away. She's got 360-degree waist movement. Her hips move all over the place. That's pretty good with that. She's got a thigh swivel. She's got a double jointed knee, which is pretty cool. Wait, is that a double jointed knee, or am I lying to you? I may just be lying. No, wait. No, it is a double jointed knee. That's actually a really good double jointed knee. I like her knees. I like her knees. That's the only part of this robot I like, is the legs. She's got good legs. She can do a lot of cool things with them. Let me come down here to her feet. No tilt, no ankle. Well, no wait, there is an ankle tilt. It's a very very slight ankle tilt, and then the feet can move back and forth all over the place. Those joints are very loose, and this figure likes to fall down. If you watched my YouTube shorts on this girl, then you know that she fell down in that, and that was the best one that I did because she fell down in quite a few of them. She just likes to fall. She never likes to stand up straight. It's just the little bit of movement, and then it's just there it goes. Okay, just what is this? So that's the articulation. The hands don't rotate, by the way, but they do swivel inwards for the transformation. But that's it. Let's talk siege ports, and we're done. Oh wait, two. She's got one on the bottom of each foot, and one in each hand. I guess if you count the C hands as siege ports, that's 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 4 siege ports. 4 siege ports. Oh, you've got less siege ports than many figures. I don't think any. There's been a few figures that have had few siege ports, but not. Wow, just wow. They've at least given us another one on the back or something, but you didn't give us anything on the back. I mean, we kind of got something back there, but it doesn't feel right. It's got all these spikes around it. And it's just not a pleasant hole to feel on her back. It's not good. And this back jetpack thing, her backpack thing, doesn't really do much. You can fold it a little bit, but that's it. It just sits there. This is such a lackluster figure. Let's talk about sculpt. They at least gave her some cool sculpt work. Like her face is well sculpted. You get some nice lips there. You get a nice nose, some nice eyes. That's a good face sculpt. They did all right with this head sculpt. This is a cool head. I don't like the fact that it's jarring. Like it's not a smooth twist. It's they gave her a ratchet head for some reason. So you can't actually look everywhere without she just wants to look back over there or that way, but she doesn't really want to look many other places. This is weird. I don't know why your head has a spring-loaded ratchet thing that makes it difficult to actually have her looking around. Sculpt-wise, the chest is all right. We've got some robot breasts, which robots need mammary glands for reasons I don't understand. We come down here. She's got a very thin lower area. Let's see. Yeah, her abdomen is all right, at least sculptured, but nothing really there that's special. I'm just trying to. I thought I felt a belly button. I was like, that belly button? That's weird. But no, there's no belly button there. Come down here. No sort. Somewhat of crotch armor area, and then we get the upper thighs, and they're all right. That's some sculpting on the front of them to be kind of robot sculpting, but mostly it's just smooth. It's not really. I bet you the paint apps on this are nice, but for the most part, this sculpt work is very very minimalistic. I do like the knee pad. Like her kneecap is sculpted really nice, and then you've got the lower leg, and it's sculpted all right. Though there's a lot of waffling going on here, and that surprises me for a figure like this. There's just a lot of waffling. And The feet are pretty minimalistic. It's very light sculpt work on there. The arms, very thin arms. She's got something that feels like a gauntlet or something on each of her arms, but that's it. And it's got some vertical slits in there so that you can put in some of her weapons that she comes with. She came with a tiny pistol and a tiny knife, and each can fit into her ShellFormer state. I don't remember where the pistol. I think the pistol went in the seat or something. But the tiny knife just kind of pulls out, and then she can wield her tiny knife. I do say that the giving a female robot a kitchen knife was kind of weird. I mean, and I think this is a kitchen knife. Maybe it's not a knife. What in the world is this thing? Is it a headband? No, I don't. I actually don't know what this piece is. It's a weird piece, and it's just a weird piece. It's kind of long. It's got a little spiky bit on it, and on the underside it's got a little area that can fit into one of those siege ports that's vertical, little rectangular siege port. But I don't know. I don't understand what this little weapon's for, and I never really figured out how to use it on her, so I always just kept it stored because it's so small I would lose it. And now how do I store it back? Let's see. Storage, storage, storage. That's not how it stores. This is how it stores. That's not how it stores. Let's get it. Of course you fall over. Anyway, I'll store it later. Thank you for watching More Than Meets the Eye. I hope you've enjoyed the episode. This is a wait for the next Alita-1. There's one coming up later this year that seems to be excellent. So can't wait for that one. And tune in next Prime, where I'm going to teach you in the Blindformers episode how to fold her into a ball and put a shell on top. Until next time, bye-bye for now.